The ones who buy and sell are actually considered by God cursed to be the slaves of those who are filled with God's Spirit. They are to be our servants. We are not to be their slaves. We are again going to turn our back on those who cause us to be shamefully exposed by drinking the wine they serve instead of the wine God serves. No longer will those who buy and sell rule this world. From now on, only those that are blessed by God and who are children of God's righteous house will have their territory extended. Who was Adam the son of? To be circumcised is to cut off your flesh, so that your spirit is everlastingly begotten by God. When you are begotten, you become a new person. You bear a new name, a holy name. To be begotten by God is a blessing. Since I vowed and devoted myself to the Lord, I am most holy to Him. The light that shines from you is the love that God has for you as His begotten child. God's glory is His love for us. I have to be who and what I am. Raining down blessings is better than raining down punishments. To make straight a highway for our God is to no longer turn to the right or left and be a fallen people who have fallen off the righteous path, which all of God's begotten are commanded to walk on, if they want to stand before the throne of God. You can't expect it to make it to heaven if you're walking in the way and direction that leads to hell. Us being called the sons of God now puts the nation of God first. All the nations of the earth need to mourn because people no longer will be in charge of the people. The Battle of Armageddon is the battle of good against evil, because it's a battle of the children of God against the children of the devil. If you want to be a king in my nation, you need to give up control. Satan gathers the nations of the world by controlling its kings with the unclean spirits of power, greed, and pride. If he can deceive its kings, then he can deceive its people. Having power, fame, and money is a miracle, and since it is usually acquired unrighteously, then it's not a miracle from God, but from the demons of hell. Satan gathers the kings of the world to battle God by telling them they have to, if they don't want to lose their throne and the power, money, and fame it gives them. The unclean spirit behind governments is usually power, and behind religion is usually greed, and behind all those who are famous is usually pride, which is the same unclean spirit that caused Satan to fall into disgrace. What we have to do is not allow those same unclean spirits make us dirty, so we can stay showered in God's graces. Satan's pride made him want to be more famous than God. God is showering us in His graces to cleanse us, and the grace we deserve the least and need the most is the shed blood of his Son, Jesus Christ, which he is using to wash us clean. God is raining down punishment as well as his blessings. And to some a fierce wind, but it won't harm you like the unrighteous winds that have previously been blowing. Being changed from a son of man to a son of God is to become a living being. 1 Samuel 10 says that I shall meet 2 men near Rachel's tomb, and 2 secret servicemen visited me after I wrote the letter that said blank dies, and they figured I was referring to Clinton. To walk in holiness is to walk with God. Do not hide from walking in holiness with God. I know you've heard that it's hard to walk in righteousness, but it's a lot better than walking in shame. No man is going to be able to hide from God's judgment, and if you want God to call you chosen, don't make him say where you are. Your being faithful to what I've asked you to do is what will cause me to appear and be revealed to the world for all to see. We are going to be humiliated. It's your choice whether you're humbled by peace or war. This will require you to make a leap of faith to keep the peace. Jesus holds all together as one by gathering us to himself. No true testimony is without a test. Abraham was called exalted father, Abram, before he had any children. God has sent his angel before me so I can get the church to be my wife. All those who will do and say what they are supposed to will be my wife. To be my wife, you must draw water from God's well like I do. If you tell me or show me anything other than kindness and faithfulness, then you are turning from the way. There is no shame if we are both one for God. We were not given a choice not to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. We were commanded not to. It's like there is a stone over the well that has God's Spirit, and nobody but me is willing to roll it off so God can speak to us.